most people ask, well, why do they make money on demo accounts? But when they transition to live account, it's seeming like the markets are different. The markets are the same. But now, on your demo account, you had $100,000. On your live account, you just funded $22. So most of the times, I usually encourage, have realistic figures on your demo account. Have a $20 demo account and see yourself blow that demo account.
After high school, did you go to campus, finish campus, or how did that happen?
No, I went to campus, by the way. I really worked hard in campus. I studied for 2 weeks in campus.
Hi guys, here another episode of Bullish Banter on the 21st of August, and we have another special guest today. So, of course, last week we talked about a bit about Kenya. Now we are back to what we do best. And I'm your host, of course, Jesse. Rufus, how are you doing?
I'm doing well.
And
so jacked up.
Okay. Very nice, very nice. 2 coffees in, espressos in, you're good. We have a special guest. I'll let him introduce himself. And of course, state how long he has traded before we get into what keeps you in Nairobi, Cindy.
Yeah, thank you. My name is George. I go by George FX Mastery on all social medias. I've been trading I'm clocking my 4th year on 31st in 10 days time.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been able to scale up for the short period of time I've been trading.
Okay. You have mentioned you are clocking your trading period in 4 years. So is that maybe consistently for the last 4 years? Or why are you timing when and how old you have been in the game?
Or consistently for 3 years.
Okay.
I made the decision to start on 31st of August 2021. So from that time I was not serious.
COVID.
In 2022, yeah.
Okay. Where were you during COVID?
I was in Kisii. In the village.
Uh-huh.
And Katia ng'ombe nyasi and yeah.
Okay. And what was the first trade you executed?
It was a buy on gold.
How was that?
NFP on a Friday. Okay. I didn't know much about trading by that time.
Yeah.
I didn't know fundamentals, news. I just went. So I had read Candlestick Trading Bible, and I knew there was going up and going down. Yeah. So when I opened my chart, I was looking at, gold has been buying for a while. Now we should sell.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I opened a sell. So coincidentally, we had news, and it came positive for the dollar.
Yeah.
And so gold sold that day. So I made money without knowing anything.
Okay.
And then my second trade was on Monday. Did the same thing. So now after that Friday trade, I told myself I'll be coming to the charts every day at 3:30.
Yeah.
So it means this is when I'm trying to create a pattern.
Yes.
So at 3:30 on Monday I came. I looked at the chart. Now this on Monday we were still selling. So I said the opposite of what happened last time. We were buying at 3:30, we sold. So today we are selling at 3:30, we buy. So long story short. So that time I deposited $12 on Friday and it grew to 84. See, that's times 7. Yes. So during the weekend I had multiplied a lot of times 7s. So
building castles.
So on Monday,
you have already seen yourself out.
Yeah, on Monday I was already at 540 because now, in my mind, it's 84 times 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Monday I'm supposed to clock 540 and move from the village to town. Yeah.
What happened?
So on Monday, my account balance was 0.25 around there.
Okay.
From 84.
Excellent. And excellent case of beginner's luck. Now that you made your money, you lost it. What made you stick and all these years?
So on Friday, when I made the 12 to 84, I would do 1,200.
Okay.
To just confirm if this money gets to my M-Pesa, because it was not making sense that how did this money grow from 12 to 84? So I first had to withdraw to confirm, and it actually landed in my M-Pesa. So even after I blew, I knew that, you can withdraw it.
Okay. And how long? I know every trader has had their own path in terms of learning. Be it paying people to teach you, taking your good time to listen to Rufus on YouTube and other trainers. How did you approach the learning phase? Like, you are in Kisii, it's COVID time, I believe.
Yeah.
Period. I think it had opened 2021. It had opened
Yeah.
a bit, yeah. And you are trying now to know, okay, I've lost, I've made. How did you go about your learning?
Around July of 2022. That's when I was learning on YouTube. I used to watch random videos on YouTube.
Yes.
So I watched this guy explain supply and demand zone. I was impressed. He was Philippine. He had his Telegram link on the description of the YouTube. I joined his Telegram, and then I got his contact from there.
Yeah.
So he charged me $219 for the mentorship. So I looked for the money and I paid. So me, I've not been scammed.
Okay. You would say you would say the 219 was value for your money.
Yeah.
It's because you paid for it. I must make sure it adds value to you.
Yeah, it added value. This guy really taught me. Like,
Okay.
I paid and he did his part.
Okay.
He taught me basic supply and demand and things like that. So from there now, he also introduced me to now the prop space. And,
Okay. So
so he did his part.
understand what works best for you, how to scale up your capital, things like that. And how long did it take you by there in terms of the learning phase?
His mentorship was 2 months, 2 months old. So from there now, it's me.
Okay.
By myself. I paid for TradingView. I think by that time it used to be $11.5
Yes.
per month.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen now it's about 14.5. Right?
Yes. Yeah. Inflation. So that's
Plus tax is actually 19.
So when he taught you supply and demand and basic price action, what strategy did you now initially go into?
Support and resistance.
Yeah.
I think that's where everyone starts from. Support and resistance, because it's the easiest thing. Draw a rectangle here, draw a rectangle here. So once price gets to this rectangle and things like that, and it actually used to work. But if I dare do that now,
you think it doesn't work right now?
it does work because there are people who trade it. It's just that I've wired myself to see it not work.
Okay.
You get
Interesting. Okay.
you know according to me, there is no inferior or superior strategy in the market. It's your understanding for the strategy. That's why we say you have to backtest your system to understand how and when it works.
Yeah. So I'm more interested to hear your progress from learning supply and demand, trading, support and resistance. Since then, how many other strategies have you tried? And how did you achieve get to the current strategy, and what is the current strategy?
Okay, so from support and resistance, I refined the supply and demand even more to now mark certain candles.
Yeah.
There are so many. You'll spot so many supply and demand zones. But now, I don't know how I came to understand that I must see a candle. I must see inducement before the supply. I must see an imbalance before the supply or after the supply for me to get in. Yeah, I don't know how that got into my head, but that is how I transitioned into that. And then later on, I started incorporating liquidity, sessional liquidity. So right now, I trade mostly EURUSD. EURUSD works best with sessional liquidity. When you trade the
Explain a
Asian,
bit what is sessional liquidity.
okay, so there are 3 major sessions: the Asian, London, and New York. Yeah. So mostly during the Asian session, there's not enough liquidity in the market. So the market is not moving like so much. So basically, there's enough liquidity getting generated buy side and sell side. You'll either see the market ranging or basically consolidating, ranging or choppy during the Asian session.
Yes.
So during the London, when the market opens, you mark the Asian high and the Asian low. So you will always expect to see price sweep either of them and trade to the opposite. If the London session doesn't play out well, so once we have a sweep, let's say for the Asian low, you wait for price to close inside of the range and then mark a fair value gap, then take a trade to the Asian high. Yeah. Or ideally, the other thing is price can impulsively take out the Asian low. Yeah. If that happens, then it means you'll mark a fair value gap that is outside of the range for the trend continuation now. In this particular case.
Okay.
If the London session doesn't work, sometimes the New York will. So you'll trade the London liquidity, London high.
Well, I think that was fair game with Sleepy Joe, but now with Trump, you could get a speech at midnight on a Sunday night, and as soon as the market opens, you're just seeing big moves happening across all dollar pairs.
Yeah.
So how has that impacted your strategy?
I think not as much because now what has just happened is that the frequency of getting setups has reduced.
Yeah.
So now adaptability is whenever you get a setup, you try your best to minimize your risk and maximize your reward whenever you get. Because now ideally, sometimes back I could get 4 setups a week, but now 2 or 3 max. Yeah. So now what you do is maximize on those 2 or 3.
Okay. Interesting that you mentioned you paid for TradingView the first time you'd say you are now good at trading.
Yes.
And you do mark your setups. How frequent do you so it means you journal your trades, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I see a lot of traders maybe, draw a lot of lines in the charts. Some time back my mentor told me don't draw cobwebs on your chart. Whenever you are done with your setup and everything, maybe on TradingView, is that the same way you execute, be it on MT5 or whichever platform you use? Or how neat is your charts?
I think on my charts, if I'm trading today, you'll only see markups for today. The Asian high, the Asian low, and the fair value gap.
Okay.
Once I'm done with the setup, I'll screenshot, post it on my journal, and I clear up my chart.
Okay. Now, why did you leave trading gold? You focus on Euro USD?
I think I'm not comfortable seeing those candles, those gold candles. No, because they are different. We are all different.
Yes.
There's someone who would patiently wait. USD is a very slow pair.
Yeah.
And the PIP value is not as high. Yeah. So for people who are willing to have slightly higher risk, or you just want to open a big lot, you just make people feel threatened. So I can't open 4 lots on gold. But I can open 4 lots on USD comfortably.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think personal preference.
Actually, the PIP value is exactly the same. The difference is about 80. Well, the euro might move 40, 50, 60 pips like within an average day. Gold will be doing 500.
Yeah.
So, 1,000 comfortable. Yeah. Okay. So you chose to focus on one, or you are a diversified trader whereby if euro is not doing well, I know the sister GU is doing well.
Yeah.
Just one. If nothing is here, we are good to go tomorrow.
No, I mostly trade USD, but I trade GPB USD, JPY as well.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get US30 on my watch list recently. I've been seeing very nice setups on US30 recently.
How long did it take you to maybe backtest to say, okay, this strategy is working and therefore I'll do it?
My role is 300 setups. So I generally with my backtested trades. So if I successfully take 300 trades on a pair and I am able to see the win rate and the kind of return I'm getting from that pair, now I can say I'm taking it or I'm not taking it. Last year I wanted to get into NASDAQ. I backtested 300 setups. Had about 223 losses. I think me and NASDAQ
So that was really good. I think it was a similar strategy with what's happening with Euro USD this year. Mainly because Euro USD is not the kind of currency where you see a unidirectional movement for a whole year. But I believe so far since January, it's up 12.5%, which means it's more like a long-term trend. So, I don't believe you've been going through a lot of shorts in Euro USD this year.
No. Right? So many bulls.
So many bullish trades.
Yeah.
That is if you're winning.
Yeah.
Naturally, I tend to see a lot of traders pivot to indices later on in their trading, mainly because stock markets tend to maintain long-term trends compared to FX that is volatile, and of course, central banks will always intervene when a currency is close to too weak.
Yeah, I'm loving US30 right there.
Okay. Yeah.
Very nice setup.
It means you're pivoting to that side. How did you know about the industry? That in fact.
So now, in 2020 during the COVID period, I interacted with affiliate marketing.
Yeah.
There are these small platforms where you join with 500. When you refer someone, you get 300 bob. So they usually have incentives. Those spins will teach you Forex trading. So now we'll teach you Forex trading. So every Wednesday, they used to upload a PDF to do with Forex trading.
Yeah.
So curiosity, I downloaded one, I downloaded two. Yeah, because I was so idle 2020. Father is like, you should be reading. So now,
Yeah, more concept, see, I read the story of Jesus in
You've already been told that schools are postponed to January, it's October. So curiosity, I was just checking through the PDFs. And it was just green candle, red candle, buy, sell.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking, after high school, did you go to campus, finish campus, or how did that part?
No, I went to campus, by the way. I really worked hard in campus. I studied for 2 weeks in campus. I attended all the 5 classes and missed one cut.
I want to hear the story. Like, was it like, were you admitted by the, what do you call the organization that?
KUCCPS.
Yeah.
CPS.
So I was admitted to, the first time I was admitted to Kisii University to do software engineering.
Yeah.
And then I realized I'm not just tailored to work hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I said no.
Oh, is it? But
then as well, there were a lot of fee constraints. I knew I would not complete.
Okay.
Even if I continued.
Okay.
Because now I concluded Form 4, myself and my sister, the same year.
Okay.
And ideally, you see, my dad can't manage to take us both to university completely. So I knew.
Yeah.
So I don't fight losing battles.
Yeah. Good. Not career advice.
Okay. So yeah. And then later on now, I moved to Nairobi last year, May 6th.
Yeah.
I'm very fantastic with dates.
That's right.
On May 6th, I moved and I joined Amref International University.
Okay.
I wanted to be a nurse.
That went.
Wanted to treat you guys when the markets.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where I worked hard for 2 weeks. So for Kisii University, I did not even attend one class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, if you are not trading Forex, what else would you be doing?
Yeah.
Nothing, just Forex. I think there's no other possibility.
Okay. Given you're doing it full time, it means you started first of all with the technicals, right? And then you have mentioned you did not know about fundamentals. So how did, now you have been, I would say, made rich by NFP, and then something happened on Monday or nothing happened, and therefore correction in price basically took you out. How did you go through that journey of balancing between fundamentals and the technical aspect to give you an idea?
I think I started researching about fundamentals last year.
Yeah. Okay.
All that time, I didn't care about them.
Okay.
I just knew that if it's NFP, I don't get in the market.
Okay.
So
that's still the same rule you apply now?
No. I know. Okay, for my this is not financial advice, but during NFP, I will just deposit money on a different account, and I will not risk my account.
Okay.
For NFP, no. Okay. But if I'm holding another trade, I'll just set up break even. So whatever happens. But now there's that frequency. You want the thrill, so we'll just deposit on a different account. I don't want.
Okay. I think that's a very interesting approach, whereby ideally before people would love to only trade NFP. I've met people who say, me, I'm waiting for NFP, CPI, and FOMC. If there is nothing like that, I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. So when you interact with new traders, what are some of the things, given your experience now, what are your lay to ground, sort of steps that you guide them through?
Okay, me, I would advise, fundamentals are not easy, by the way, to understand.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time to backtest fundamentals, like to fully understand what are these data, what do we expect when Trump is saying X, Y, Z, what do we understand when we're having tariffs getting imposed in the markets.
Yeah.
It's not a 1, 2, 3 thing. Technicals are very easy, and sometimes technicals take you like a year to understand. Now, what about fundamentals? So before you understand them, I usually just say stay away from trading the fundamentals first as you research to get into them. So when you have an FP, you can decide to stay away from the markets or have break evens and things like, because sometimes we have market manipulations when we're having any fundamentals that are going to affect the market impulsively.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting that you mentioned that, whereby a new trader would stay away from it.
That's what I would recommend.
Yes. I tend to believe two things here. Where for a beginner, especially when you're backtesting, you either be disciplined in your demo account in terms of how you approach it, or you fund your live knowing you are willing to lose it.
To lose it, yeah.
When you are backtesting your strategy, how do you go about it? When you are trying to log all those 300 entries?
So I use a software called Notion to backtest and journal everything up.
Yes.
So I have a page for backtesting. So I have a page for EURUSD, GBP USD JPY, and US30 now. So for instance, EURUSD have backtested twice, so that's about 600 setups. GU the same. UJ have backtested only once, that's 300. Of course, it takes time.
Yeah.
So like last year, I dedicate, like this year, I've dedicated 90 days of backtesting. Like I must backtest for 90 days this year.
Yeah.
So those 90 days comprise of 45 days of November and 30 days of December where I don't trade.
Yeah.
And July, July is all of them. The market always...
I know why July too. The four central banks. The four central banks.
I don't know what's the pattern. But in 2023, July, all trades I took were losses. 2024, the same case. This year, I was trying my best. I had 8 setups in July. I had 4 wins and 4 losses.
Break even.
Hey, July. I'm not attempting to trade July.
Interesting thing. Yesterday I was having a conversation with some guys on X, and they were talking about some guy recommending that you do backtesting for 6 months. Another one said you don't need that long to backtest a strategy. Of course, today with modern software, it doesn't make sense to backtest a strategy for 6 months. But now I'm seeing a different approach that you are using, where if you have been working on a strategy, let's say you're trading EURUSD, you're still working out on a strategy to trade a different asset. So for you, it's more like real-time testing. You take a trade, let's say on a demo on a pound USD, you said like 300 trades. Yeah, and then once you see the results, now you adopt this new strategy based on the outcome of the results.
Yeah.
So for back testing is mostly looking at price action history. Maybe let's say you load the last 2 years, then you load the price first, then you execute the trades as they load, and eventually when you get your results, you're like, if I started trading EURUSD 2 years ago and I executed my trades based on this strategy, these are the results I would get. Then you would analyze your drawdown risk, return, and everything before making a decision. So I kind of like your approach in the way you prepare to adopt a new strategy in a particular asset.
Yeah.
I think it gives you good confidence because 2 things data never lie. You have the data, and therefore it would be easier for you to make a decision, financial decision, whether to get in or not, because you say you are here full time.
Yeah.
There is no degree to go and
But I will be joining you in January to take law.
Interesting that you mentioned that before I go to my question. Why I've seen a lot of traders as well take further courses. What is influencing your decision to go back to school?
For me, I just want to feel what the rest feel. Being a comrade. For real, like I don't have any other reason because I am not planning to get employed.
Okay. I mean, you're employed to the markets.
Yeah, because I've been tough on taking orders ever since.
Okay.
I've really had a problem with the teacher telling me do this. Okay. I've really had a problem with it. I don't like it completely.
And the market gives you the freedom you obviously want. You said you already use Notion in terms of logging your trades. If you don't mind maybe sharing with other traders, are there other softwares you use for backtesting?
Yeah, you can use TradeZella, FX Replay. But I highly recommend paying for TradingView. Because why not? You're investing back into your business, because TradingView is the best software to backtest, because those others, TradeZella, FX Replay, if you're using the free option, it means you have to be loading ads and it's interrupting a lot of your backtesting. You just get tired. 25 seconds, 1 minute. Just pay that. Because why would you comfortably deposit $100 and below, but you don't want to pay $20 for a month of backtesting on TradingView? It's not making any sense.
Okay. There has been a rise of AI bots and algorithmic trading, basically. Do you first of all, do you use bots?
No.
What made you not use bots?
because I
Despite the 99% win rate.
by the,
Guaranteed returns.
Yes.
does it? It's not making sense because okay, for me, I would never even adopt, even if you convinced me, I can't adopt using AIs and bots because I don't believe that they evolve the way my mind is AI enough.
Okay.
Yeah, because now I'm the only one who understands my risk appetite in the markets.
Yeah.
Not the AIs. I'm the only one who understands the kind of trades I want in the markets. Yeah. Why would AI is like it's like account management. You're giving someone your account to trade. You're giving that AI access to your account to trade. I wouldn't be comfortable.
Okay.
I don't believe they can. Yeah.
So is this based on your own personal philosophy and obviously over the effort as well you have put into the market? There are people who are busy in jobs and everything. Perhaps from your side, are you a swing trader, scalper, or a intraday trader? Or it's, if the setup agrees, you have set up your parameters, let the markets do its thing?
I used to say I'm a swing trader. But now you see for what I trade on EURUSD, mostly it happens during the day. But for other pairs like USD JPY mostly it's swing trades. So yeah. So let's just say I set the parameters. So if I hit TP today, it's well and good. If it hits tomorrow, I don't have a problem.
Okay. There are young people who are getting into this industry, and I'm sure you're familiar with the reputation. I think personally, I've seen a lot of, I would say, fightings within the industry. And I guess that's a good, healthy signs of a developing industry, however much you want to look at it.
Yeah.
Well, they've been throwing a lot of shade.
There is that as well.
Yeah.
But if you compare when you started and now, do you find that new traders have an easy path in terms of understanding this market in a more sustainable way? They can be pitfalls that might hinder their development?
Okay. Both.
Okay.
One, there can be pitfalls because now, with the evolution of the industry, it means the scammers are also evolving. Sorry. Yeah. So you can easily fall into a pit because there are so many people making a lot of noise, and then now you are so unsure about if the noise is real or is it just real.
Yeah.
You get. Yeah. And then on the other side, with this era, there's a lot you can learn from different people. Back in 2023, we didn't have enough people to be consulting, to be learning from. That's when there was getting a lot of noise about Forex, So I think both of them. Right now, you have a lot of people you can ask questions, you can interact with to know how different people grew. Yeah.
Okay.
So both.
I'm curious. Since let's say when you assumably broke even, what do you do with your money? Like you put it back in Forex trading and grow the account. Are you a real estate investor? Do you get into stocks, or like, what's the next step after?
Where do you pack your loot of gold? We will not come there, but
yeah. So I'm not the right person to be asking that question. I squander most of my income.
okay.
I don't like.
Is that because you'll get it again, or you are like there is?
It's revenge. Nothing personal.
Well, I understand.
It's revenge. Yeah.
And
but then
very
as well,
good at assisting you to spend.
but then as well, I've scaled up from last year May to now. That's when I've had the best of growth. And you see, I'm settling in Nairobi.
Okay.
So I'd say most of my income is into settling in Nairobi. And then I bought my first car on 1st of April.
Yeah.
We have had almost,
Interesting.
for traders, there have been several dates which have been mentioned here. Whoever gets the top 3 based on the comments, we'll look for you. Something nice for you.
Yeah. So you see, in as much as I squander, I'm also trying to settle in Nairobi. It's not easy.
It's not easy. You prefer the Kisii laid back lifestyle, green lush plantations, because
in Kisii,
yeah.
A 2-bedroom house is 5,000 Kenyan shillings.
Yes.
5,000 Kenyan shillings
That is
is getting you nothing in Nairobi.
Can't even get up.
Like for real. It's not getting you anything. So you see, settling into in a good place.
Yeah.
Setting up the whole house.
Yeah.
You see, I can have a sibling.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also have a small family. So you see, it's not easy.
Okay.
So most of my money is going there in as much as I squander. And yeah, I'm looking into probably getting into business and investing everywhere.
Okay. Very interesting that you mentioned even the lifestyle in Kisii and here. Given, I think it might be assumed that in the urban centers is where a lot of traders are, but in the villages, I don't want to call it villages. Outside the suburb, but yeah. Outside the capital city, I believe outside there people have a good amount of disposable income. How do you find, I would say, trading environment outside Nairobi compared to in Nairobi? Like, what do you think is it that they are lacking or they have advantage from where they are, given how it has allowed you to come to Nairobi, and what I would say Nairobi and the way it's a hustle and bustle city?
I think the only thing, Nairobi just tells you to work extra hard.
Okay.
Because now with 30,000 Kenyan shillings in Kisii per month, I have a lot of money. But now you see that's the only rent here.
Okay.
Yeah. So
It depends where. You don't just say 30,000 is rent here in Nairobi. Where?
No, if you want a good 2-bedroom, hey, will be ranging from around 30,000 here in Nairobi. And that's income I was comfortable with in Kisii. I used to even save 10,000 to my mshwari.
Okay.
So basically, Nairobi pushes.
So yeah, and no one is coming to save you. And in Kisii, that's home.
Yeah.
So food, you'll just go to your mom's place, have a few greens, maize to go, the posho meal. Hey, you're buying everything in Nairobi. You're buying. No one is coming to save you in Nairobi.
Okay. So you feel like that is also motivating you to be more or less strategic. That's why you are focused on whatever you are trading in and like that. Do you feel like, given how you started your trading journey in Kisii and people in Eldoret, I'm sure Rufus has been around, and you hear people like whenever I speak to clients, when are you coming to Kisii? I've heard actually people ask that, when are you guys coming to maybe Kisumu? When are you FX Pesa coming to Eldoret and things like that? Somebody who sort of, I would say, interacts, guides other traders. Do you think there is a mismatch or a gap in terms of introduction to trading and now proper guidance in the industry?
Yeah, mostly in the villages, you've said. Because now you see there isn't a lot of exposure.
Okay.
Because you can't get in the Forex market blindly. Because any single mistake you're making, you're paying it with a dollar. So there's a gap. Of course, education wise. That's why most people or most scammers will take advantage of the same.
Yes.
Because now there's a gap in the education of Forex.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but then now, I don't think there's any way it can be solved, because after all, no one really cares about you.
So we do care.
Well,
we do try our best.
Yeah, you do try. That's the thing. Because, you can't satisfy everyone. You can't go to every count. You can't go to Turkana. There's a trader in Turkana who wants to start trading. You can't go to Marsabit, but there's definitely someone there. Yeah. So we can't just fill every gap.
Well, from a digital perspective, I think it's achievable. I've seen you yourself have built a good community on TikTok, Telegram. What was the inspiration, and what's your experience with all these traders you're interacting with?
So I used to really hate people knowing that I'm a trader.
Yeah.
I used to really hate
What did you tell your parent when you came to Nairobi?
I've gotten a job. So by that time, Jared had called me to come to FX Pesa as a partner. Yeah. So I told him I've gotten a job.
Yeah.
So because now I also really wanted to move from the village. Yeah. Now you see, our parents are very protective. They really feel like you're going to struggle, you're going to suffer, which is completely fine. Yeah. But it's not helping you. Yeah. You yourself, you just know that this is harming me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just have to say, so two things. I'm going to school, AMREF, and I'm getting a job that will help me settle in.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and then I moved.
Okay. No. Yeah.
Now,
that's his question. Then
I was on TikTok. So on TikTok, I just used to go live and have fun. Yeah, just talk with guys and interact like just like any other human being. Yeah, not as a trader because no one knew I was a trader. Then there's this guy who came on my guest on TikTok. You can guest someone. So he came on my guest and he started like flaunting, like you're just feeling he wants you guys to see that he has money. You get, and there's someone who just meets you and he just wants you to feel inferior to him. So that's what he was trying to do. So people are curious, what do you do then? Huh? So and then he mentioned he's a Forex trader. So other people who were on the guest started asking him questions to do with Forex trading. And then the way he was answering, I could feel he had no idea what he's saying. Like he completely had no idea what he's saying. So because I didn't feel right people getting these myths from him, that's when now I started answering the questions they had. And people knew I was a trader.
You can put on your mask like Batman again. Okay. And would you find it, let's say, what do you find fulfilling in interacting with the traders? What makes you know that, okay, I've done a good job, okay, I'm failing here, especially when you are training or guiding these guys?
Maybe someone telling me they have had their first payout, they have been funded. Because I'm a guy who is more inclined to prop.
Okay.
I don't really feel safe risking my own money.
Okay. Now,
so yeah, I think that interests me so much. So I'm that important.
Okay. Very nice. You traded live, you're going to prop firms. From your experience with prop firms, what would you say have been, I would say, your highlights? And what are some of those, I would say, rules that you would consider working out for you that any other person would benefit from, be it using their own live account or prop firms?
Yeah. So for prop firms, I got funded on 20th of October 2023.
Yes.
By Funded Next. But recently
A holiday. Kenya holiday.
Yeah. So from that time, I think that's what has helped me really scale up.
Okay.
Because now I didn't have enough capital to start building myself as much.
Okay.
Yeah. But then now you see, leveraging on prop firms, I was not targeting so much because I've not known so much of money. Like I've not interacted with the big money before. Yeah. So even if I see $100 by then, like I'm not trading again. Let's wait for this payout. And I think that's actually what helped me.
Okay.
Because now, later on, now when I have known money, even when I'm having like 800 or 1100 sitting in my account, I feel like I should keep it should get to 2500. You get, and then in the long run, what might happen? You might find yourself back into a drawdown, and you've lost all the money you had already meant. So one thing is just get content and now scale up, because now you see, if you only have that 6K account, logically speaking, you can make like you can make up to 5 or 8%, but that's about 408. So you'll withdraw about 390, about there. Then if you want more money, it would mean that you just stack up more capital, build up more, get a 25K, get a 50K, get a 100K, and remain very disciplined. Trade it. Most people usually say, by the way, props are demo accounts. And people also say that demo accounts are easy to trade. So you're saying a demo account is easy to trade. I give you a prop which is a demo, and then you blow again. So you have to treat this account very seriously as well. It needs that at most of risk management. You trade it different from $100 account. You see, with $100 account, you can't tell me you're risking 1%.
You are risking dollar terms. You cannot use percentage ideally.
For $100. And now you're getting a 6K account. So it means, and you have to also know that you don't own the 6K. You only own the 10% of the maximum drawdown. That's 600. So you're risking within the 600. So if you're risking 1% per trade, you keep the risk constant. And probably for myself now, on my trading plan, I risk 1% per trade. If I get into a 3% drawdown, I reduce the risk to 0.5. If I get into 3% profits, I increase my risk to 1.5%.
Okay. Interesting. I think you have answered the question I had asked earlier about how to deal with the demo, discipline, consistency, and content.
I think as well, for demo, by the having unrealistic figures is what affects most people. Like most people ask, well, why do they make money on demo accounts? But when they transition to live account, it's seeming like the markets are different. Our FX pesa wanalipia markets different kwa demo na live. So, you see, but it's not the case.
Yeah.
The markets are the same. But now, on your demo account, you had $100,000. On your live account, you just funded $22. You see, different markets. So most of the times, I usually encourage, have realistic figures on your demo account. Have a $20 demo account and see yourself blow that demo account. Yeah, you're definitely going to blow it. Yeah, because if you're for $100,000 in your demo account, you can hold a trade for a whole 2 weeks. You get to red $30,000, gets back to blues of $100,000, and you feel like, I'm ready for this market. Okay, and you had the 10 lot. So you open a live account, you only have $22.
Yeah.
You open a 0.1, 0.01. Your psychology is not well trained. You're not feeling comfortable losing you, because these are real funds. These are not simulated funds as well.
Yeah.
So have realistic figures on your demo account. If you're going to be able to comfortably deposit $100 to trade $100, your demo account should always be at around $100.
Okay.
So I have a couple of quick fire questions. So one want to describe your USD this year.
Bullish.
Biggest event that has moved your USD this year.
I think the tariffs. The first time the Trump imposed the tariffs.
April 2.
Yeah, that
Liberation
yeah.
You are top advice for every USD trade out there.
Just trade sessional liquidity.
Perfect.
You have any questions for us?
Now, when did you start trading?
So good on.
Yes. I'll start 2015.
2015.
Yeah.
I was in class 6.
I started trading in what? 2012. That's when I first saw the charts.
Class 3.
My first trade was in 2013.
I really like minding having a firstborn boy. Role model.
Well,
Trust me.
I think it's a pretty big thing for us, like seeing young traders coming up.
I'm learning a lot from people.
I'm learning from the market. Like we survived like one of the toughest times in Forex trading in Kenya, where anytime you'd mention Forex, automatically you'd be labeled scammer. Nobody would want to listen to you.
Yeah.
We survived a period where we didn't have any brokers that were licensed in Kenya. So for you to deposit money to a broker, we would mostly use UK, Cyprus brokers. And
there was this one, I don't know if it's Montenegro or some country, somewhere land.
So a deposit would take 3 to 5 working days.
Yes.
Deposit. If you are using a bank wire, this is when you are learning from your local bank that there is ISB.
You guys were trading during the Stone Age.
ISBN numbers. It's all stuff. So you wait for like 5 days for your deposit. Sometimes your money is lost in between. So you deposited at your local bank. They are telling you they haven't received the funds. And now you have to go through the entire process of investigating the deposit. After that, once you start trading, then you find that the broker is offering PIP pricing. And by PIP pricing means that USD had 4 decimal points.
Yeah.
So the price moves by 10 pips, like that's significant to give you a hammering. So minimum deposits for most brokers were either $500 or $1,000. And there were also minimum withdrawals. Like you couldn't just draw $30 for lunch.
You could withdraw, with the FX Pesa, you can withdraw 10 shillings.
Yes. So things what?
Let's say $1.
Education, there was like 2 or 3 courses on YouTube, not very detailed. Most of the advanced traders would really charge you heavy amounts from $1,000 upwards. So, like getting to learn about Forex, you'd have to either attend conferences, go into the dark web. You would either have to go to illegal courses online, or basically buy books, buy the Candlestick Bible, you buy Trading in the Zone, Douglas, and all that. So it was really tough in order for you to actually
In a sense of a stock operator.
Yes.
I started with stocks trading before I went into Forex.
unknown market wizards.
Yeah.
Why did you shift? I think stocks are...
Stocks are where you pack your loot. FX is where you have fun, generating some good income. And it's moving a lot. I think 2015 was when Obama was exiting, entered Trump. So Trump was coming in around 2016, there about November, and he was already creating a lot of buzz in the markets. And during that time also, Brexit was hot. So I was it gave me trauma that I haven't traded the GBP USD until last year. After all those years.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I think for me the most traumatizing event was the deep peg between the euro and the CHF.
Yeah.
It happened in the morning when I was just looking at the chart. And all of a sudden, for the first time ever, that's when I saw the market moving over, what? Was it like 10,000 pips in a second? And I was like, wait, what?
You talk about market manipulation. You like, you read about it and like, let me go focus on what I was doing. I was focus on school. Because I think at the time, like you trade once and then you go away. And I was doing a course related with the trading a bit. So you're like, okay, this is bad. Stock is working well. I think this one is much more stable for me. You go again on a demo. But I would say once the charting, like you say, demo starts to work, you get tended to hooked on it, and then you're like, okay, I'll fund. And then those times you get like what, $50 non-deposit account, $100 no deposit account, trade on it, meet those rules, get paid out, deposit $10 just to activate your fund.
You get $100 free of charge, no deposit, and start trading.
And then when people started withdrawing a lot, they were like, you Kenyans. First of all, yeah. Anyway, that's the long and short of how it started.
From what I'm seeing today, traders, especially young traders, they're approaching the markets as if the Forex market is closing next year.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, there's no patience whatsoever. It's the first cycle in trading, seeing full margin traders. Somebody deposits $500, they want to just go full margin, NFP or CPI.
But me, I can't. I am not a full margin trader myself. Only on NFP and CPA, that's when I can deposit on
my other account.
Yeah, on a very different account that only sees money on those days. Yeah.
Another question.
No, I don't have any other questions.
All right, you mentioned already Candlestick Bible, so perhaps what other resources or books would you recommend to new traders? Or
I think one book that changed me so much, Trading in the Zone.
Definitely. Okay. Are there maybe any mentors that you have out there who have, besides the one whom you pay $219?
No, I think I mostly watch podcasts. At least I watch one podcast every day.
Besides Bullish Banter, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, besides Bullish Banter. That's Words of Wisdom.
Reese Words of Wisdom. Very nice guy. Very nice.
Yeah, I think I learned so much about psychology mostly from him. Yes, because strategy about it. I'm not willing to adopt any other. I'm only willing to evolve.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think this has been fun. And of course, which car did you buy, if you don't mind sharing?
Golf.
Golf. Okay, German. Interesting. Guys,
Interesting.
I think you have learned a lot. Every trader, once they make a good amount of money, get move faster, right? And be reliable.
Yeah.
And that's why you support.
But I don't like it.
You don't like what?
I don't like driving.
You don't like driving? Don't worry. Don't worry. It's just,
I think Bolt is more comfortable. Yeah.
Well, you can use your 1 or 10 pips of every day of your markets to pay a driver to.
No, we are not.
You want to improve me to an employer so fast.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah.
FX entrepreneur.
I really hate driving.
Yeah, I think this has been a good episode. We have learned a bit about your trading journey, and of course, I wish you the best of luck in whatever path you take.
Thank you.
Of course, you're staying in Nairobi, We will try our best to, if you need to move around, we are welcoming. And of course, we'd love to have you again sometime in the future.
Sure.
And other than that, where can people find you?
On all social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube,
Right.
the next George FX Mastery.
Okay. All right. I've been your host, Jesse. Rufus, maybe any closing remarks?
Well, I don't think I have anything to add. So to our listeners, if you enjoyed the podcast so far, make sure to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment, leave us a review. If you have any further or follow-up questions, make sure to type them below. And if you don't have a trading account, make sure to register using the links in the description below. On top of that, we appreciate you listening and sharing the podcast. See you on the next episode.
Adios.